get started. Okay, take it
Perfect.
away.
Hello everyone. It is so nice to have you on this call with me tonight. I'm very excited to introduce myself to you all for those of you that don't know me. My name is Drew Poisson and I am your strategic account manager for Royal Caribbean. So today I'll be talking all about what's new and exciting with Royal Caribbean. And I'll also be giving you some great guidance on how to get started with Royal Caribbean if you're just now starting to sell our wonderful ships. So before I continue, I just want to um, make sure that you guys are seeing the screen the way that you should be seeing it. Can you see the full screen that says what's new at Royal Caribbean, Deborah?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, does it like show um does it show notes or is it just the full screen?
Just the full screen and the words that say what's new at Royal Caribbean.
Perfect. Awesome. That's how it should be appearing. All right. So while I am presenting, please feel free to type any questions in the chat. And then at the end of the call, I will address all of the questions that may have come through. And of course, as your account manager, you guys can contact me and your business development specialist at any time to ask any follow-up questions that you might not think of during the presentation. So without further ado, I am going to begin. All right, so as I already mentioned, my name is Drew Poisson. I'm your strategic account manager here in Brooklyn and Long Island, and I work alongside your business development specialist, Nestle Jean. And Nestle is my right-hand man, and he works out of the headquarter office in Miami. If you guys ever have any service-related inquiries, questions, or concerns, please email both Nestle and I in order to get the fastest response from us. Nestle's email is drewpsupport@rccl.com, and then my direct email is dpoisson@rccl.com. Before I move forward, I'm just going to type both of those addresses in the chat so you guys can save them. Wonderful. All right, so I know that not all of you might be familiar with Royal Caribbean yet, so I want to show you a very exciting video that helps showcase exactly we are the best multi-generational cruise line out there.
Go ahead, live your best life. Go ahead, live your best life. You can live your best life, best life, best life. You can live it, we can go get it. You can live it, we can go get it. We can go get it. Go ahead, live your best life. Go get it, go get it, go get it. Go get it, go get it. You can live your best life, best life, best life. Go get it, go get it. Go ahead, live your best life. Go get it, go get it. You can live your best life, best life, best life.
So, as you could see in that video, there is something for absolutely everyone on board Royal Caribbean ships, and that is what makes our brand so special. Aside from the fact that we have something for every single age group, we also offer an incredible value proposition to your clients and the guests that sail with us, because almost everything on board our ships is included within the cruise fare that our guests pay. And of course, we do have things that come at an additional cost, like a specialty beverage package or specialty dining. But Your guests can, or your clients can totally sail with us and have a fabulous time without purchasing any of those add-ons. So just keep that in mind when you're discussing Royal Caribbean with clients, because our value proposition truly is wonderful. So there are 28 game-changing ships within our fleet, and I want to highlight some of the newest ones for you today. So first and foremost, next summer, we will be introducing our third Icon class ship, which will be called Legend of the Seas. And Legend of the Seas will be offering wonderful 7-night experiences in the Mediterranean, which is really exciting because this is the first ever Icon class ship to be sailing in Europe. And here is a look at Legend of the Seas. Legend will be absolutely legendary. And after it completes its first sailings in Europe next summer, it'll make its way over to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where it will home port. Next, we have the brand new Star of the Seas, which is the second Icon class ship joining our fleet next month. Star of the Seas will be sailing from Port Canaveral, Florida, whereas its sister ship, the OG Icon class ship, Icon of the Seas, is sailing from Miami, Florida. So now I want to show you a video of Star of the Seas just to get you pumped up.
We about to level up. Too fast, got high speed, that's supersonic, I never see. Got the Benz in the back, all eyes on me. I'm too fast, got high speed, that's supersonic, I never see. Got the Benz in the back, all eyes on me. We about to level up.
So from that video, you can definitely tell that Royal Caribbean takes entertainment, activities, and all of our onboard experiences very seriously. We want to make sure that we have the best of the best to offer to your clients. And with that being said, I'm excited to let you know that the Broadway style show Onboard Star of the Seas is going to be Back to the Future. So if you have any clients that just absolutely love Broadway style musicals, you could definitely let them know that they can find such musicals and productions on board Royal Caribbean ships, because we do offer Broadway style shows within our fleet. And if you have clients that are foodies, you're absolutely in luck, because that's another thing that we take very, very seriously. So I want to show you just a sneak peek of the different dining options that you'll be able to find on board Star of the Seas. That's weird. It seems like the audio is not working. Let's see if this works. All right, I'm going to start that over because it's just boring to watch that video without any sound.
We about to level up.
I love your comment, Emma. Well, you'll definitely have lots of different options for food on board any of our ships, because like I said, we take food very, very seriously, and we want our guests to experience the best culinary options while they're sailing with us. So now that we've gone through what an experience on Star of the Seas might look like, I just want to highlight the different itineraries that Star of the Seas will be sailing on. So Star will be offering 7-night itineraries to the eastern and western Caribbean. And all of the Star of the Seas sailings include a wonderful stop at our award-winning private island, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And if you don't know what Perfect Day at Coco Cay is, you're in luck because I'll be explaining that a little bit later on. Next, let's talk about clients that might be new to cruise. So right now we're seeing a ton of demand from clients that have never sailed with Royal Caribbean before, or they're just completely new to cruise. And I mention this because I want you all to know that you should consider booking any of those clients on one of the 10 amazing ships listed on this screen. As you can see, we have several options for clients that are looking for both 3 and 4 night short Caribbean experiences. And I want to highlight that Utopia of the Seas is the first ever Oasis class ship to be exclusively offering 3 and 4 night sailings to the Caribbean. And that's really a impressive fact and figure, just because the majority of our ships have historically offered 7-night experiences before they offer 3 and 4 night short Caribbean experiences. Typically, our ships offer, or I don't want to say typically, but in the past, our ships have been used for longer sailings when they first get introduced to the market, and then later on they offer those short 3 and 4 night Caribbean sailings. However, Utopia of the Seas was crafted differently. We built that ship with the sole purpose of introducing it to the short Caribbean market right off the bat, just because we wanted you guys to be able to capitalize on all of the demand that there is out there right now for short Caribbean cruises from people that are new to cruise or just have never sailed on Royal Caribbean before. And once you get someone that's new to cruise on a Royal Caribbean ship, I guarantee you that they are going to come back and ask you to book them on their next 7-night experience on an Icon class ship with us. Another great thing about Utopia of the Seas is that it sails from Port Canaveral, Florida. So you have the ability to actually pair it with any other kind of experience that can be found in Florida. So for example, if you're talking to a multi-gen family client, you might want to say, hey, why don't you guys go down to Florida, spend some time at the park at the parks in the Orlando area, and then hop on Utopia of the Seas for your first ever Royal Caribbean cruise. And like I said, after you book them on that kind of vacation, I'm sure they're going to come back to you and ask to get booked on a longer 7-night cruise with us. In addition to Utopia of the Seas, another very exciting announcement is that Wonder of the Seas, which is the 5th Oasis class ship, will be offering short 3 and 4 night Caribbean cruises from Miami starting in August this year. So you'll have 2 almost brand new ships offering short Caribbean cruises from Miami and Port Canaveral. Next, let's discuss some deployment updates and look ahead at all of the amazing ships that are going to be launched in the future. So, in 2025, this year, we have the brand new Star of the Seas, which will be coming out next month. We'll also be launching the brand new Royal Beach Club in Nassau at the end of this year. Next year, we will be debuting the Royal Beach Club in Cozumel, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. And of course, we've already discussed Legend of the Seas, which is open for sale right now. And then after that, in 2027, we will have our 4th Icon class ship, in addition to the launch of Perfect Day Mexico. And then in 2028, we will be debuting the 7th Oasis class ship, just because our Oasis class truly is such a revolutionary class, and we want it to live on. In 2026, we will have 21 ships sailing in the Caribbean, 6 ships sailing in Europe, 4 ships sailing in Alaska, 5 on the West Coast, 4 in the Northeast, and 2 in Australia, plus 2 ships, or my bad, 1 ship sailing in Asia. So as you can see on this slide, Royal Caribbean is not just a Caribbean brand. We are Royal Caribbean International after all, and we surely have a fleet of ships sailing around the world that attest to that. So next, I want to just discuss a couple of deployment resources and where you can find them. Loyal to You Always is a wonderful website that was designed for travel partners like yourself, and it's where you can find resources like a deployment summary guide. It's where you'll find different offers that we currently have in market. It's also where you can find great marketing resources such as consumer flyers and customizable emails. So I definitely recommend browsing loyaltoyoualways.com at your earliest convenience and bookmarking the tab just so you're constantly reminded that you have access to wonderful offers, news, marketing pieces, and training resources on the website. Next, let's discuss ultimate destinations, because after all, our ships are all destinations in of themselves, but we're very, very proud to include several different land-based destinations within our amazing offerings. So let's take a look at the ultimate destinations map here on this screen, which shows you where all of our ultimate destinations are. Just keep in mind that some of these destinations have not opened up yet. So of course, Lelepa, located off the coast of Australia, is coming in 2027. The Royal Beach Club in Paradise Island, Nassau, is coming at the end of this year. Labadee is already open. The Royal Beach Club in Cozumel is coming next year. And then, of course, Perfect Day Mexico is coming to Majajal, Mexico in 2027. And Perfect Day at Coco Cay, our award-winning private island, is already open. Next, I'll be showing you a video of the kind of experience that you can find at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which truly is the most wonderful spot in the Caribbean, in my opinion.
I feel like doing it again.
Best private island indeed. Nope. All right, so that video showcased a lot of the private island. However, it didn't show Hideaway Beach, which is the brand new adults-only beach club located on the island. And here on this map, you can see exactly where Hideaway Beach is on the lower right-hand side of the screen. This map also shows you all of the different areas that guests can enjoy while they're at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Keep in mind that it is completely free to get off our ships and enjoy a beautiful day at Coco Cay. However, if your clients are looking to experience things like the zip line, Thrill Water Park, or Hideaway Beach, or an over-the-water beach cabana, they will have to pay an additional cost. But There is so much to do at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and you can surely have a perfect day without spending any additional money at Perfect Day. Next, we have the Royal Beach Club, which I briefly mentioned earlier. This will be an all-inclusive daytime experience that guests can access while they're docked at the Port of Nassau. The Royal Beach Club does come at an additional cost, and guests can purchase it via the cruise planner, or you can purchase it for them as well on the cruise planner via cruisingpower.com, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. Just like the Royal Beach Club in Nassau, we will be debuting a Royal Beach Club in Cozumel next year. And of course, this beach club will have very similar features such as swim-up bars, dedicated pools for relaxation, cabanas, snorkeling, kayaking, food, drinks, and so much more. So stay tuned for additional details. And then last but certainly not least, we will be introducing Perfect Day Mexico in 2027, which will include 30 different water slides, some of which are the tallest water slides in North and South America. Perfect Day Mexico will also have the world's longest lazy river and several different places to eat. I believe there are 12 different restaurants that are going to be located at Perfect Day Mexico, as well as 24 different places to grab a great Caribbean cocktail. So please stay tuned for more on Perfect Day Mexico, because we will surely be sharing more information all about the experience found at Perfect Day Mexico in the coming months. All right, I already mentioned Loyal to Always a couple slides ago when I was discussing our deployment, but I just want to reiterate that Loyal to You Always is a wonderful website that was designed for the trade, and it's where you'll find different offers, different brand updates, marketing materials, and training resources. So please bookmark loyaltoyoualways.com and explore it whenever you have some downtime, because you're definitely going to love it just as much as I do. Sorry about that. I clicked on the chat because I saw something come in, but it was just Deborah typing loyaltoyoualways.com. Yep. All right. Next, I want to introduce Rallyo. Rallyo is a fabulous tool that will become your new free social media marketing best friend, because Rallyo posts ready-made content automatically to the different social media platforms that you utilize. So in order to get started with Rallyo, you want to make sure that you have business accounts on either Facebook, Instagram, X, Google, or LinkedIn, because those are all of the different platforms that you can use Rallyo with. And once you do have those business accounts up and running, you'll log into cruisingpower.com to link Rallyo to your business accounts, so that you start getting ready-made content posted on your feeds. The last section of this PowerPoint is all about automation, because our automative features on cruisingpower.com truly are what makes doing business with the Royal Caribbean Group the easiest company to do business with. So I just want to highlight a couple of amazing features that you'll find on cruisingpower.com through the video that I'm going to show on the next slide. All right. So as you saw in that video, cruisingpower.com includes features like Espresso, which is our fabulous, fabulous booking engine, which really allows you to make bookings with us within 10 minutes. It is so easy to make bookings on Cruising Power through Espresso, and I really strongly encourage you to log on to Cruising Power and create an account if you don't already have one, and just play around with the Espresso widget so you're totally ready to make your next booking when it comes to you. In addition to Espresso, there are several different features on cruisingpower.com. One of my favorite features found on this website is the Explore the Fleet tab, because as I mentioned earlier, we have over 25 different ships in our fleet. And it might be a little bit difficult to memorize exactly what makes each ship so individually unique. So if you ever wanted to go in and see all of the facts and figures about a specific ship, you can open up the Explore the Fleet tool on Cruising Power and just click on the ship that you're looking to get more information about. And you'll be able to access all of the information that you need within seconds. So I definitely recommend you I recommend that you explore the fleet because once you do, you'll really get a better understanding of our entire brand and what makes Royal Caribbean so special. Another great resource that you have access to is the Cruise Planner. This is where you can actually view pre-cruise planner items without any ship or sail date. It's also where you can enter a booking ID that you might have with us and purchase pre-cruise planner items for your clients. So I love the cruise planner because a lot of times I have travel partners that say, "Hey Drew, I have a client that is interested in the New Year's sailing on Icon of the Seas. Do you know exactly what the cost of a drink package is on that specific sailing?" And the answer off the top of my head is I don't know because our price points fluctuate for pre-cruise planner items, but we can look through the cruise planner together and determine exactly what the price point is for that beverage package right now. And then we do exactly that. And my travel partner that I'm talking with is usually amazed by the fact that they have access to this cruise planner without actually having a confirmed booking with us. So please explore the cruise planner in addition to Espresso, because right after you make your next booking with Royal Caribbean, you'll want to browse the cruise planner to see exactly what's being offered to the clients that you just made your booking with, or for, I should say. All right, so next steps. Number one, I would love for you to create a Cruising Power account if you don't already have one. And then once you've done that, you want to complete Royal Caribbean University, which is our amazing training program that's going to enable you to become a master at selling Royal Caribbean. Once you've done that, you'll want to link Rallyo, aka your free and automated social media marketing tool, to your business accounts. Once you've done that, you'll want to explore discovercruisingpower.com for some great tips and tricks on the automated features found on cruisingpower.com. And then, of course, bookmark loyaltooyoualways.com because that's where we share various information about marketing materials, offers, our deployment updates, and so much more. So please be sure to bookmark both cruisingpower.com and loyaltooyoualways.com because you'll be using both of those sites very frequently from here on out. And then last but not least, make your first booking via Espresso through cruisingpower.com and share that excitement with me when you have done that, because I am here to help you all throughout your clients' bookings, and I really want to help you be absolutely just a rock star with Royal Caribbean. So I'm always here to support you in any way possible, and so is Nestle, who I introduced at the beginning of this call. And with that, I want to thank you all for taking the time to join me tonight to learn all about Royal Caribbean. As I mentioned, I'm here to totally support you in any way possible. So please feel free to email me whenever you have any questions or need assistance with anything, because I'm always here to support you. And with that, I'm going to end the slideshow and stop sharing my screen. Now I just want to circle back to the chat to see if any questions came through. All right, I didn't get any questions, but I will hang around for a minute to see if anything comes in. But if not, I will let you guys go and of course enjoy your Monday night, and just know that I'm always here if you do think of any questions after this.
I do have a question.
Okay.
So last year I booked a cruise on Celebrity, which is part of your family.
Yes.
And it was a European cruise.
Okay.
This was my first time really booking a cruise. I called kind of like the main number and they were incredibly helpful.
Okay.
Want to kind of screw it up. Um, is there like, if we have issues with booking something, like, would we call you? Is there another number that we could call just to
Yeah, so that's a
us?
great question. I will actually share my screen to show you exactly where you can find all of all of our different contacts for when things do come up, because of course, our sales team is quite large, and I kind of act as your one-stop shop for everything. However, I don't have access to the reservation system. So,
Oh,
like,
okay.
if you needed support with something, I could point you in the right direction and try to help you as much as possible. But you might need to contact, for example, like our pre-cruise team or our group sales department. So let me just show you exactly where you can find all of those different contacts. Just give me 1 second while I pull up this document for you.
And where in the Northeast do you sail out of?
Great question. We have 3 different ships that are sailing from Bayonne, New Jersey, which is right outside of New York City. So this year, the 3 ships sailing from Bayonne are Symphony of the Seas, offering 7-night sailings down to the Caribbean in Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And then we also have Liberty of the Seas, offering 5-night sailings down to Bermuda. And then outside of those 2 ships in the winter season, we have Odyssey of the Seas. And next year, the ships that will be sailing from Bayonne are Oasis of the Seas, Independence of the Seas, and Odyssey of the Seas. Okay, so let me just share my screen. Wonderful. So this is loyaltyyoualways.com, like we discussed during my presentation. If you wanted to look for the different list or the list of contacts within our department, you would scroll all the way down to the bottom of this homepage and you'd select Contact Us. And then here you could see all of the different contacts within our sales team. So for example, if you needed to get in touch with our team to discuss like pre-cruise planner items, you would just call this number or send an email to precruiseplanner@rccl.com. But like I said, both Nestle and I are always here to support you. So if you have any questions and you're really not sure who you need to contact for assistance, you can always start with us and we'll be happy to assist you and point you in the right direction.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. And do you
Yep.
guys do any ship tours over in Jersey? I'm in New York
Yeah.
City, so.
Yeah, absolutely. So Eileen, I actually, as your local representative, I would love to meet with you locally, to really help you come up with a plan to start selling Royal Caribbean and help you like navigate resources like cruisingpower.com. So we can definitely set up a meeting offline, and then of course you're more than welcome to sign up for any of the ship tours that I offer. I send out campaign emails when I am doing ship tours. And those emails include like an interest form that you just have to fill out. And if space permits, then I will absolutely get you on a ship tour. So the next ship tour that I'm hoping to escort will be in either August or September. So just be on the lookout for an email regarding a ship tour in one of those months. I'd love to have you on with me.
Oh, that would be great. I
Yeah.
haven't been on, last time I was on a cruise ship myself, it's probably about 26 years ago.
Oh my gosh, we got to change that because I mean, the best way to sell our brand is to first get on one of our ships so you can see exactly what makes us so special in person.
That would be awesome. Like I
Yeah.
said, yeah, the big thing was, I think it was Princess, and they just had an island you went to. There was no, water slides,
Oh
full
wow.
bars, or
Oh
nothing.
my gosh. Wow.
We're
Well,
talking the mid 90s.
okay. Yeah, no. Perfect Day at Coco Cay is something that makes Royal Caribbean very, very unique. So definitely keep that in mind when you're talking to clients. Let's see. There's other questions coming in. A few of us had the pleasure of touring Oasis, the Fort Lauderdale port over the weekend. Oh, awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. And for any of you that aren't actually located here in New York, I'm happy to help you get on a ship tour at any of our other home ports. So just let me know where you're located and what ship you want to tour. And then I can try to help get you on board with another account manager that manages a different territory close to the home port that you're looking to tour at. And Samantha, or I keep saying Samantha because it says Samantha, but it's Deborah. Deborah's wondering if I would do a Just Adventures specific ship tour. Yeah, absolutely. I would totally do that. We would just have to work together to come up with a date and ship to tour together. And I'd be happy to plan that for you guys.
Hi, Drew. This is Melody. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you, Melody.
Great. So in January, I have a group of 20 people doing a birthday party. I can't remember this ship right offhand because I have so many different trips, but January 12th to the 17th, leaving from Tampa, we're doing
Okay.
a birthday party. And I just wanted to know, what kind of special things can I do for the birthday couple?
Okay. So, I mean, you have access to you have the ability to purchase things like royal gifts for your clients via cruisingpower.com. So if you wanted to like add something special in their stateroom, you could totally do that through cruisingpower.com. I am also happy to take a look at the booking number that you have with us and see if there's anything additional that I can provide as a one-time goodwill gesture to help enhance your client's experience on board. So if you want to just reach out to me privately, I'd be happy to discuss that with you.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah,
Yep,
Enchantment of the Seas. I'm looking.
perfect, wonderful ship. Yeah, just send me an email with your client's booking number, or I should say the booking number that's associated with the couple that's celebrating on board, and I'll absolutely, as a one-time goodwill gesture, I'll see if there's something additional I could throw in there to that reservation.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And speaking of like goodwill gestures and things like that, please know that I'm always here to help you close business. So if any of you guys ever find yourself in a situation where you might need a couple dollars in onboard credit to really help close something, please reach out to me because depending on what I have available, I very well may be able to do something to help you close that business that you're trying to close.
Thank you.
Yep,
Excellent.
just keep in mind that once you already make a booking with us, it does become a little bit trickier to go back and add things. But before you do make any of your bookings, like I said, I'm always happy to see if there's anything I can do. And there are different one-off situations where I can help post booking, just like what I just discussed with Melody. So just keep me posted whenever you find that you're in need of assistance or wanting to do something a little extra for your clients, because if I can, I will absolutely help out as much as possible.
Hi, Melody, it's Deborah. I just want to add to that. We are also, of course, part of Ensemble as our consortia. And actually next week we're going to have a webinar with them about any amenities that if they partner, I know Royal Caribbean is one of their partners. So there might be something that you can do through Ensemble, and that might be able to get for your group through Ensemble as well.
Yeah, and just keep in mind that through Ensemble, you guys have access to headquarter group space, which appears on Espresso via cruisingpower.com. And that headquarter group space typically has a wonderful, wonderful group rate advantage in comparison to FIT prevailing rates. So whenever you're looking to make a booking with Royal Caribbean, you want to see if you can make that booking under Ensemble's headquarter group space. And if there isn't group space available, but Ensemble does have a group blocked off on the ship and sail date that you're trying to book a client on, you can always just move, you can make the FIT booking and then move the FIT booking into Ensemble's group space, and that will get you $50 onboard credit.
Oh, no, that's good to know. Thank you,
Yeah,
Drew.
yeah, absolutely.
Does anybody else have any other questions? You can feel free to unmute yourself.
Yeah, and if no one else has any questions or if you guys think of things later on, please contact me because I really do want to help you get familiar with the brand as much as possible and help make you guys rock stars.
Absolutely. And Drew, I know that we are going to discuss getting you on the training schedule once a quarter so that you
Yeah,
can keep
yep,
us updated.
yep. Yeah, it's definitely important. I always want to check in with you guys, see how things are going, and provide like overviews like I did tonight. And outside of that, like I said, I am available locally. So if any of you guys want to meet for a one-on-one meeting here in New York, I'm really happy to do that. So just you all have my direct email address. Be sure to contact me if that is something that you'd like to do with me.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody last minute, last call for questions?
All right. Well, thank you, Deborah, for having me on tonight. It was so wonderful to be a part of this call. And I will look forward to speaking with you soon. I'm sending all of you my best. And for those watching this recording, I hope that you enjoyed it and you learned something new. And same thing applies to anyone watching the recording. If you have questions, please feel free to contact me.
Thank you so much, Drew. And we really do appreciate the
Yeah.
partnership with Royal Caribbean, and you especially for coming
Oh.
on tonight and
Oh my goodness. I'm
doing
always
this for
always
us.
here for you guys. Always
Thank you.
always always here and always happy to help. So we're in this together. And there's a lot of
Absolutely.
great exciting things happening in the future, and I'm excited for all of the success that we're going to find together.
Absolutely. Thank you again,
Yep.
Drew, and everyone have a wonderful night.
All right. Take care, you guys. Bye now.
Good night.